Good morning, beautiful ones. Hello, Goddess Sisters. How are you today? Happy Monday. In true Melbourne fashion, we had 27 degrees over the weekend, and today it is raining, but that is spring. So I hope your October got off to a great start. You had your word for the intention, and today I am doing the purpose message. So I've got some really cool cards today. These are the Coffee Oracle by Michelle Temple-Forrest, and I've tagged her in this video here, and it comes, there's 80, I think there's something like 80 different cards here, and it came in this beautiful bag. Look at that hand. I think it, well, yes, it's just gorgeous with a beautiful crystal. Awesome. And so Michelle has a page, Connecting with Clarity, and how these were created is that she would make her coffee in the morning, and then she would look at the creme, I think, on the top of the coffee, and then she'd take a photo, put it up into her group, and discuss what would people see in the coffee. And I think it's a great idea. So she created these. I know she's got many more to come out of, to be created to add to this deck, but I just love them. And there's no book with it because they actually have the message there, and there's a beautiful mantra on the bottom. So that is what I've been playing with, and they are square, they are just gorgeous at my hands, they feel good, and I'm loving them. I've been playing with them all weekend. Hey Christy, how are you, gorgeous? You might like these cards. These are just so great. So we are going to do 3 cards, one for your purpose, one for your presence, and one for profit or your abundance, and just randomly and see what these beautiful cards come out with. Now I know Michelle does readings over on her page, uses different decks and also her own. Well, there's quite a lot of them, so you can go and check her out over there. But I'm going to be playing with these for this week. So let's, I'm a little bit tired today. Just be going down the rabbit hole. All these awesome people coming up with all these videos of what's going on in the world, and it's okay. We're going to be safe. Just it's okay. Just the calm before the storm, and then everything's going to be fine. Yeah, just stay in that truth. That is my truth anyway. Okay, so the first card today, it's called Puppy. Now, there's no picture on these, they're all the same, but the message, so whoever were looking at this, it looked like a puppy in the coffee cream. So puppy, and this is about purpose, right? So puppy is joy, play, affection. And puppies symbolize affection and reminds us to be playful, enjoy every minute we have. Also may represent the first stages of a relationship, which needs nurturing to develop trust. And the mantra is, I take time for myself to play. And I love this. I mean, you think of puppies. I have a dog called Nala. She's not a puppy anymore, though she's a staffy, so they're always puppies, I think. And she gives me so much joy. And sometimes she has a mind of her own when we're out going for walks. So she's like, I might give her a command to come over, and she's like, not today, Mum, not today. I'm off doing my own thing. So puppies can do that. And same with your purpose, right? So I love the words here. It says joy, play, and affection. So to be on purpose, it has to come from our joy. Come from our joy. Be playful for it. Yes, our purpose can be very serious, but we don't have to stay in that seriousness of it. We're expansive beings. We're expansive beings. And to reach, and there's also this part that there's no pinnacle of our purpose. It's just something that we've come in to do. We find it and we express it, and it can change in the expression along the way, much like a puppy, right? When we're out, it's like, you can do this. They just do whatever they want, but they follow their joy, which kind of is a reminder for us to follow our joy in our purpose, and that makes it come to fruition. Well, actually, when I say fruition, like I said, there's no end point with our purpose. It just happens all the time, right? We're in it, you know, when we know it, we're on that path. And that's kind of something I've been doing this weekend. No social media for me this weekend. I've been a bit just planning out, you know, planning and what does my purpose look like? Asking deeper questions of that. You might want to be asking deeper questions of yourself with your purpose. Okay, so that's the purpose one. Our next one is our presence. And presence is how we show up. Presence is how we attract things, our magnetism, our energy, right? Are we all scattered and scared and fearful, which closes that down? Or are we open and want to keep exploring and showing up how we are? I know it's been said, showing up authentically, being in our truth. And there's a beautiful way to decide, you know, when we're in our truth, is just hold hand on heart when you're talking about something or you're talking with someone. Maybe they don't agree with what you're saying, but if you can hold your hand on your heart and be in that presence, doesn't matter. They don't have to agree with you, right? So the card is bicycle. See, I love these. They're so they make me so happy, Michelle. You did a beautiful, beautiful channel there. So bicycle, progress, journey, simplicity. So this is relating to our presence. Seeing a bicycle in your cup is a hint that you will reach somewhere. This could either be your motivation or your future plan. It does suggest that perhaps a simpler lifestyle will lead to greater happiness. Oh, this is so beautiful. I am simply on a journey of happiness. So again, presence, when we are happy and joyful and in the moment, right? In the moment. Not out there thinking, oh, what's going to happen or what do I have to do over here, and not thinking about the past. The past is gone, right? Yes, we have to come to terms with some of that and do the healing on that, but don't stay there and don't be so far in the future. You know, it's really interesting. As I was playing over the weekend, I'm like, well, you know, there were moments where I'm like, why even go a year out, 2 years out, 3 years out? And we can. Right, we can, but I'm not saying I'm not living there. So the presence and also the simplicity, right? I have one of my I guess practices is to keep things simple, keep my business simple. Don't have 55 programs. I've got 2, right? Hand analysis and step out and shine for your business. That's it, right? The other work of the goddess work comes in as practices, but that's not what it's not what I'm not about. I can use those practices to amplify the other 2 things, right? So keeping that simple and then keeping life simple, right? We don't have to strive for all these things, right? And I'm sitting here, I've got an iPad, a laptop, I've got a big computer next to me. I'm thinking, I need to get rid of one of these things. So there's too many. There's too many things here. And clothing, I do declutter a lot, but you know, I need to do that on a regular basis. As I bring something in, 2 have to go out, keeping it simple. So does that, so I'm just relating that back to presence. When you keep things clearer, when you have less things, your presence can be amplified better. And so you need to create space to draw things to you. That's that one. Okay, and the last one is about profit, abundance, profit in everything, right? So, oh, I love this. And the card is ant. Like, I'm just showing you the card here. So, yeah, maybe I could just I'll show them so you can freeze the video if you're watching it. So the ant, right? We're thinking of ants, and this is so cool. The ant, strength, teamwork, diligence. So when an ant appears in your cup, it suggests that the task ahead is a big one. Oh yeah, there's big things happening. All of you healers and coaches and counselors and spiritual entrepreneurs out here, there's big things happening. And that is why it's a time to prepare, because when all this stuff comes out, you know, as we're going through this change, people are going to need us. Well, they need us anyway, but you know, people are going to need us on a different level. So when the ant appears in your cup, suggests that the task ahead is a big one, but there is no need to do this on your own. Community. Enlist a team of people or friends to achieve what has to be done. Breaking it down into smaller components is the solution. And the mantra is, I am blessed with friends and colleagues who help me achieve greatness. Yes, yes, the village. I talk about the village all the time, right? So everyone in the village has their task, has their job, and has their gifts. So we go to each other and we exchange gifts with them. So we do not have to do this alone, right? You think you're out there alone, but we're not. We're all connected in some way, but we're all unique as well. So when you need this help, go and get it. Go and ask for it. Go and pay for it. Again, your genius is like, we never find the answer in one place. So you may be thinking, looking at somebody else's business, right? And you're like, oh my God, I wish I had that, I had that. Well, they didn't do it by themselves. Trust me, they do not do it by themselves. They have help. They have a virtual assistant. They have a web designer. They have a coach, very important, right? To keep them on track. And it's much better when it's fun. Like we're feminine beings. We need to be around in the red tent, right? We need to be surrounded by each other, supporting each other. So then the work gets done. Like many hands make light work. So that is it. So I'm going to put them up. There's the puppy. There's the bicycle. And there is the ant. And I just love these, and you can go and get them. You can actually purchase some of these. I think she just did a run of her cards. She might have a couple of sets left, but if you want these, go over and check her out. So they are just gorgeous, awesome, light, and just what I need for this week. So I hope that message resonates with you. Lots of love to you on this week. Let me know what you're doing. Click share or like. I'm actually starting up a new YouTube channel. I actually worked out that my old one just wasn't the right one. So there's two kinds, right? You can have two kinds. So I've got a new YouTube channel. I have 2 subscribers on there as opposed to the 100 or so on the other one. Not huge, but I'm getting help doing that. And I'm sticking with that project, that one project, and finishing it. So if you've got some projects that you have in progress right now, complete it, break it down. Don't know why I said that. I just wanted to. Okay, my loves. See you next week, and I'll be in here, share, if you've got a blog that you want to share in here, there's many women in here who have got such great work, and please post it here, and see you later. Bye-bye.